Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Bruce VanLife Jr. I just had to say that in case y'all forgot me. I know it's been quite a while since I posted a YouTube video. Just about 2 long months. And in today's video, we're gonna get into exactly why. You see, I've been doing YouTube for a number of years now, sharing my crazy world of living in vehicles, from anywhere on a broken down street with a van that had doors falling off of it, to everything that we have built today. And I say that more than just in the sense of building a van. But even as hard as sometimes building a van can be, I believe we have truly built something much more than that, and that's an amazing van life community here in the beautiful city of Calgary. And for the most part, I've always tried to do my part in helping anybody I can who is living in a vehicle and just doesn't know how to fix something, doesn't have the resources, because I myself have definitely been there, and any chance I can, I try and lend a hand. Many of my subscribers have even said that I've often pushed it too hard and I should focus more on myself. And you were all right. And even when I tried to take a little bit of a break from YouTube and focus on myself, still, life just kept pushing. And on top of many things all in my world crashing around me, the one thing I didn't expect was this. Hey guys, here walking around, kicking some ass. I'll be back in action soon. Thank you all for your love and support. Let's get through this. I've mentioned it briefly a few times in my past videos that I had stomach issues growing up as a child, but I don't think I really dug into it enough for you all to really understand. You see, a great portion of my childhood laid in beds just like this in hospitals every single year. From birth, I needed a number of surgeries, as I had a disease called Hirschsprung's. I've always referred to it as Crohn's ugly cousin for some reason, but it's basically like extreme IBS, or irritable bowel syndrome. As a child, I even had the colostomy bag, and I still bear all of the scars on my stomach today. I've always tried to not let it bother me, but realistically, it's been a battle to live with at times. Thankfully, I had such a good dad right by my side the entire time, instilling the quote into my brain to never give up. And I don't intend to start now. Yes, did life kick my ass for the last 2 months? You bet. Am I in a hospital bed with a weird gown thing that's open at the back? Yes. But we are not gonna give up. But at the same time, going forward needs to be different. Anybody who knows me knows that I would basically rather lose an arm than end up back in a hospital bed. And that's largely due to my time as a child spent in hospitals. So I aim to do whatever I can as an adult to try and keep myself out of here permanently. Now also, many people who know me know I'm not that great of an adult, but like I said, one step at a time. Right now, I'm focusing on more exercise and eating both better and more. At times, my stomach can leave me feeling like a Ferrari that had a blown engine from factory and now is just living with problems. But on my good days, the entire car runs so good you'd never know there was an issue. and I need more of those days. So along with all of the van life content I've normally done and will continue to do, I will now also be bringing you guys all along on my health journey as well. From meals to health updates, and yeah, you guys are probably going to finally see me cook something. Guys, good news. I'm officially off the IV. Tube is out of my nose. And on my board here, it says I get out tomorrow. So, if all goes well with all the checkups from now to then, I am getting out of here tomorrow, which is big news. Been in here for way too long. We'll talk more about what the doc said about the overall of my condition. A little more in this video. For right now, I'm free. In a sense, I'm still not out, but I'm free. I'm not hooked up to anything. They're gonna pull this out tomorrow morning, and things are looking really good. Like I said, we'll get more into my whole health condition here a little bit more into the video. For right now, I'm gonna relax, watch some UFC, and kill away my last night. I've also got my own room tonight, which is pretty cool. No neighbor, got my own room, pretty sweet. It's dark right now, but I do have a pretty decent view of the train line here in Calgary. Probably not the best view most would think about, but when you're in a hospital, any view is a pretty good view. If you can see out a window, you've got a good view. Look at this, it's crazy. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking, grab myself a shower, relax for the night, and I will talk to you guys all in the morning. I didn't realize it until afterwards, but this was actually the first time in years that I've spent out of a vehicle. So having an entire room with a bathroom and all to myself was definitely a different feeling, although standing up outside of bed was nice. The night before I was released, I felt like I couldn't sleep at all. I was just so excited to finally be able to get out of the hospital. I literally walked around the entire hospital all night until the next morning. You guys, it's the morning of my last day here. The rain just stopped, which is nice. Hopefully the sun stays and tries to come out a bit more for my last day here. Horrible lady. There. But with it being my last day here, I can officially get off of the liquids. Well, stay on liquids, but I can add solids to my diet. This is actually a meal. Growing up, going in and out of hospitals my entire life, that I grew to really enjoy. Every time me and my dad would go to a hostel, or if we were traveling, we would do truck stop gas stations, I would always get the roast beef sandwich. So this thing has a fond memory for me. Brings me right back to my childhood of me and my dad traveling all across Newfoundland to get to the hospitals. So it's my first sandwich in a very long time. It's not the one I want. We will get to that one soon enough, but it's been like, I don't know, it's like almost 10 days since I've eaten, so this is gonna be quite nice. I'm gonna enjoy this, and then I will talk to you guys on the way out. Well, you guys, just got my paperwork, gotta go grab my prescriptions later. I'm all packed up and fully discharged, unhooked from everything. It's looking to be a great day. This is definitely a walk that I've wanted to do for a while. So let's get outside and breathe some fresh air. Well, if that ain't just the perfect little spot to sit and talk. Only there wasn't massive planes flying over my head, so I could talk to you guys. Let's talk a little bit about where I've been and what's been going on with me health-wise. I've mentioned this before, but I don't think a lot of people really, even a lot of the nurses don't know it by the name that I have, but I was born with a bowel disease called Hirschsprung's. I refer to it as Crohn's' ugly cousin because it usually gets people before Crohn's. Hirschsprung's is the Crohn's at birth sort of thing. And it's been following me my entire life, and it will continue to follow me probably for the rest of my life. Putting me in and out of hospital here and there. Even, the doctor told me, I can't really do anything preventative. It's kind of something that I was born with and that I'll have to live with. All I can do really, doctor's quote, is to just live my life. And that's what I've been trying to do. Growing up with this bowel disease put me in and out of the hospital every single year, for a month at a time, sometimes even more, which can be frustrating. It's not something that I enjoy. It's not something I enjoy talking about for the most part. I just try and move on with my life and not even think about it as something that slows me down. I try to not let it slow me down as much as I can. But as you can see, sometimes it does. Sometimes that's also the reason why when I say my health takes me out for a bit of time, it's kind of unpreventable. I try and do what I can, eat high fiber, lots of water, try and look after myself health-wise, get out and walk, and do what I can to exercise. But other than that, there's not really much that we can do. I also want to say a huge thank you to everybody who's shown love and support over my time out, from making videos and such. A couple of your messages really made me tear up in the hospital bed there, and it's truly amazing to have such a beautiful community behind me. I know the world's not always full of those people, and there are a lot of not so nice people in the world also who will look at this and still find a reason or a way to kind of shit on it, or that's the correct word for that also for in this situation. There's nothing I could do about that, I've grown to not let it bother me, such as like negative comments and such on the channel, negative comments in person. Never let it bother me. Sorry, I just got a lot of traffic behind me. But yeah, we just try and go and live our life as best as we can. And that's what I intend to do. Along with being in the hospital. Sorry, I got a bunch of mosquitoes around me. I'm just gonna walk and talk. Along with being in the hospital for as long as I have. Before going in the hospital, I actually was lucky enough to get a full-time job. So that's also what I've been doing with my time, trying to pay off debts from last winter of going to Vancouver Island and everything that entailed. The merchandise not working out as we planned, website, all of that stuff. That'll all come in time again, maybe another time, but for right now it's not my main focus. My main focus right now is, believe it or not, my and my dad's health. So that's what you're going to be seeing on the channel here mostly. You're going to just see me working, trying to pay off debt. I'm also going to do a full van tour of everything that we've done on my van. There's a lot of updates that I'm excited to share to you guys about, both on my van and my dad's van. also a friend of mine, Deborah's van, and a number of other things that's gone on in my world that we will slowly get you guys all caught up with and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been a hell of a 2 months or 3 months or however long I've been out from YouTube. At some point I just had to put the camera down and just focus on me, and that's what a lot of people say in the comments to do, is to just focus on me. You guys will be here always. And for the most part on a lot of channels, I don't believe that to be true. I believe that the second you stop posting on a lot of different channels, the channel dies. I'm just thankful enough to have, like I said, such a beautiful community around me, with so many supportive people, and as I believe them to be very, very true subscribers. And a lot of my subscribers are and have grown into being very true and close friends of mine. Whether that's, Kevin from Texas, people all the way in Germany, people all over Canada, all over America. You guys show me so much love and support. It's truly amazing, and it's hard to not get emotional over it. I'm not really an emotional guy for the most part. I try and stay to that, men never cry type thing. But you guys have seen it on my channel before. When it comes to it, and you catch me in the moment, I don't mind shedding a tear and sharing my feelings. But yeah, I didn't want to drag this out on the channel and gain anything from it, in a sense. My main goal was to just focus on my health, and I believe that if I took you guys into the hospital or the things that I've been doing the last 2 months to just try and get ahead, I wouldn't be so much focused on trying to get ahead as I would be focused on trying to, continue making a good video, growing the channel, and such like that. Like I said, all of that will come in time. Now that I'm out, I'm gonna go get myself a club sandwich, shave, and clean up my van and me. It's been a while since I've seen my van. I can't even remember what state I left it in, to be honest with you, because I was barely conscious when I drove myself to the hospital, came here, waited a couple hours, drove myself out of here, and then once my dad and a few friends at Austin's garage seen the shape I was in, they quickly changed my mind and turned me around and brought me back into the hospital. And I'll be forever grateful for that, That's, thank you all for that. I could be stubborn sometimes, My dad is a very stubborn man. Growing up with him, definitely I have taken that trait on myself. I believe all of us have a stubborn part of ourselves in ourselves somewhere, and regardless, stubborn or not, when it comes to life or death, even I was willing to drive myself to the hospital. So that's because even though I do have health issues and everything that's going on in my world, and sometimes life can feel like everything's just striking you down all at once, we got to remember to not give up, we really got to keep pushing forward, keep trying to better ourselves. It doesn't matter what someone says, it doesn't matter what we're going through, just got to continue. Sorry, I got planes and traffic and everything. This is like the worst spot to be doing this rant, but I'm waiting on my ride, so I figured I'd get this out while I have a chance to talk to you guys, and just kind of share how I feel with my first few moments here, standing outside the hospital looking in, whereas the last while I've been looking from inside out. And I'm hoping to not have to go back into a hospital again, but even the doctor said, it is what it is. It's kind of unpreventable in a sense, It's something that I was born with, and it's something that, you know, as I get older is not going to get any better in a sense. We just have to try and maintain it the best we can. So that's what I'm going to be doing. My diet is going to be different from a lot of people's diets. That's not to say that I'm not going to, you know, even go off of my own diet here and there. We do that. But a lot of things in my world are definitely going to change. And I hope to show you guys all that here on the channel. I'm not going to specifically point out the changing things. You guys will just see a few key points of me and my habits kind of change, such as breakfast. You know, even though I hate breakfast, I got to do something, even if it's a small bowl of cereal, something. So, yeah. I just wanted to share those thoughts with you guys and let you guys know where I am, and that I'm okay, and that I've heard all of your love and support. You know, just because I don't reply to everybody doesn't mean I don't read your love and support, and just know that I hear you, you know, and thank you. And I love you all, and we shall continue this journey together, and I look forward to taking you guys all along my journeys. You know, I do this YouTube because I love sharing my story. I love motivating people to never give up, because in my world and in my life, I've learned to do that myself. Regardless on what life puts you through, I've been down way further than just being in a hospital bed, you know. Growing up in Newfoundland, you know, it's a rough life back there. And in general, it's a pretty dog-eat-dog world. And we're just doing what we can to try and get through it and better ourselves. And I intend to keep doing that, like I mentioned. So I'm probably going to end this video off here because I've been ranting for a while. And then in the next video, we will get into getting back to my van and seeing what state it's in, showing you guys all the updates, and talking about what's to come for me in my life and on the channel, and what you guys can expect to kind of see along this journey. But yeah, again, I just want to say thank you all so much from the bottom of my heart. You're all so truly amazing, and you're all super important to me. You know, each one of your likes, each one of your comments, it warms my heart, you know, and it keeps me going. And I know a lot of you guys say that my videos keep you guys going, and I'm sorry for not posting, but yeah, sometimes life gets in the way, you know. But regardless, I ain't going anywhere, you know. A lot of people might think that just because something happens, I'm gonna quit YouTube. I'm not going anywhere. And I hope you all don't go anywhere either, you know. I hope we can continue this journey together. And until next time, remember, never give up on living life. Until... Oh, it's been so long I can't even remember how to say it. But never give up smiling, never give up hope. And until next time, remember, never give up on living life, because life truly is the most precious thing we have. See you on the next one.
Now, you said you're how old now? How old are you? You're 4. Let me ask you a question. By 4 years old, have you developed a pretty good imagination? Or you like lost your years? What's that? It doesn't look like a dog? It's like what are you going to name your dog? Do you want me to help you name the dog? Let me see here. How about Rainbow French the dog?
I even ate it with the tomato. Anybody who knows me knows I usually pick it off. But new healthy habits.